3 tiers of government have shared a total of 1.659 trillion naira being made 2025 Federation Account revenue at the June 2025 Federation Account Allocation Committee FAC meeting held in Abuja. The total distributable revenue comprised distributable statutory revenue of 863.895 billion naira, distributable value-added tax VAT revenue of 691.714 billion naira, electronic money transfer levy EMTL revenue of 27.667 billion naira, and exchange difference revenue of 76.614 billion naira. Companies' income tax, value-added tax, and import duty increased significantly, while CET levies, petroleum profit tax, oil and gas royalty, and electronic money transfer levy recorded decreases. Excise duty increased only marginally. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu early in the week emphasized the need for collective action and regional cooperation among African countries to achieve transformative development at the 4th annual meeting of the Africa Sovereign Investors Forum, ASIF. Represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, President Tinubu reaffirmed Nigeria's determination to lead the continent's economic transformation through targeted reforms and catalytic investment platforms, while also underscoring the administration's priority on regional collaboration and innovative capital mobilization. Held under the theme Leveraging African Sovereign Wealth Funds to Mobilize Global Capital for Transformative Development, the gathering brought together sovereign wealth funds, institutional investors, and policymakers from 17 African nations, supported by strategic partners such as China Investment Corporation and Abu Dhabi Investment Authority. The National Pension Commission, PENCOM, has told the head of service that it is working on modalities for the establishment of a gratuity scheme in line with Section 44A of the PRA 2014 for retiring employees of the federal government treasury-funded MDAs. Director General of PENCOM, Ms. Oluwaranran, disclosed this when she paid a visit to the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Esther Wilson-Clark. She said it is estimated to cost the federal government only about 30 billion naira per annum if retiring federal employees are paid 100% of their last gross annual remuneration, an intervention to improve their welfare. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says it has introduced time-bound measures for a small number of banks still completing their transition from the temporary regulatory support provided, mostly in response to the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, as part of its ongoing efforts to strengthen the banking system. A statement by CBN's Acting Director, Corporate Communications Department, Hakama Sidi Ali, described it as a broader sequence strategy to implement the recapitalization program announced in 2023. To support a smooth transition, she said the CBN has allowed limited time-bound flexibility within the capital framework consistent with international regulatory norms. Nigeria generally maintains risk-based capital requirements that are significantly more stringent than the global Basel III minimum. The Debt Management Office, DMO, says it plans to issue a 50 billion naira green bond aimed at supporting the federal government's environmental sustainability initiatives. Director General of the DMO, Patience Oniha, who made the disclosure, explained that the new issuance is part of the government's broader strategy to mobilize funds for projects that address climate change and promote a greener economy. She said it is intended to deepen the market, attract more environmentally conscious investors, and finance projects in sectors that support environment.